in developing language and a larger overall skill repertoire, Lovaas talked about basically making connections between antecedent events and the behaviors that people would be expected to exhibit. And talked about, as Doreen portrayed in terms of behavioral excesses and behavioral deficits, what that constellation, what that behavioral picture looks like for kids on the autism spectrum. The kind of input stimuli that we're talking about here would be things like seeing objects in the environment, observing people doing various actions, seeing pictures of things, hearing spoken words. Any of these and many more things can constitute the kind of input stimulus which should be the occasion for learning. And then the individual responses that a child can make include things like performing specific actions, speaking, choosing a picture from a few choices that are provided to them, or finding a specific item. So the programs, the teaching programs, and the foundations of learning include these four really foundational areas of teaching. And each one of them consists of a link up between a specific kind of input stimulus and a certain kind of response that's necessary. So a skill that we would call nonverbal imitation, and it's called nonverbal because there's also, as the name would imply, a type of imitation that's verbal, all right? And nonverbal imitation is simply you see somebody do something, and in close temporal succession, you perform that exact action. Copying, all right? Matching, there's many forms of matching. One of the easiest types is simply to make an association between two objects that go together. Now, they could go together for different reasons. It might be that they are literally identical, all right? So you can put the shoe with the shoe and the ball with the ball, the cup with the cup. You can also have matching where things go together for some other reason that tends to be more abstract, okay? Like a pencil would go with the paper, okay? And a toothbrush would go with toothpaste, right? Putting two things together. In that case, the reason they go together is because they are used to achieve a specific function. They're used together. The first two, imitation and matching, would be considered areas of learning that are nonverbal. So an individual who has significantly impaired language ability can still be quite proficient in these areas that don't require language to be successful.